The tractor trailer entered the tight corner too fast, scraped along the concrete no-post, and flipped over the barrier. Near Merritt, night has fallen.
Just stack them out there. Straight in.
And the reliable crew
We're almost done, boys.
has the last of the salvageable cargo
Good.
out of the wreck.
Good enough.
We've transferred the load and on its way back to the yard.
Now, Dylan and the team
Pretty destroyed.
must recover the flimsy trailer.
There isn't much left in the structure of it.
Between the doors and the roof and the walls, it's all blown out.
Nothing's gonna be easy.
But first, they need to move it closer to the road. With only one wrecker on scene, they'll run 2 lines to the rear axle and drag the trailer to the pavement. Rigged and ready,
Grab it.
Okay, away we go.
Cam begins to winch the fragile unit.
As long as it comes in one piece, I'm happy.
We're moving.
Yeah, give her.
It's a mess to clean up once you start breaking those walls apart. So we want to keep it all together as best as possible.
But at any moment,
Whoa.
the plan
How's that roof holding up?
could fall apart.
Top line, top line.
Cam drags it across the field.
Top line too at the same time. Keep going.
And miraculously, the trailer
Beautiful.
is in one piece.
That looks good, buddy. Grab it.
Now the collapsed wreck must come over onto its wheels.
The major concern here with the flip is to support that far side wall. It's compromised, it's falling apart.
To keep the wall intact, chains are wrapped around the frame.
Got it. You want this in the middle of the trailer?
And a new hire, Chase Barber,
I like being part of the reliable team.
helps finish the rigging.
Now we can focus on getting this trailer back up, and that's the fun part.
Cam moves the wrecker into position, but the trailer is not completely empty.
There's stuff that's not salvageable anymore, so we're gonna leave it in there. Whether that wall holds together or not, that's something we're gonna find out.
Top line, keep going.
Obviously, I don't want it hitting me or anybody else.
Top line too at the same time.
Overlook a detail, kill somebody.
Top line, top line. Keep going, buddy.
Now, barely holding together, the wreck is on the road.
Didn't come over as nice as possible, but it's the best thing we can hope for.
But the front end
Hey, Cam, hold.
is not fully on the pavement.
Roger, roger.
With one wall ready to collapse and a single wrecker holding on, Dylan has an idea.
Just gonna come in here with a bobcat and push the wall in. Okay.
He calls in his rookie to operate another machine on site.
If we had another wrecker there, we could use another line to pull it back, but
Just see if you can tuck it in.
we're sort of stuck.
Using the small loader, it's up to Chase to hold the crumbling wall.
He doesn't shy away from anything, it seems.
It's literally the smallest machine you can possibly have doing heavy recovery out here with.
Being under any suspended load, It's a dangerous spot for him.
Dylan wants me to do it. I'm gonna do it. That's as much lift as I got.
Chase holds up the battered wall,
Pull it over like 2-3 feet.
while Dylan adds another line
Pull that way.
from the only wrecker on site.
We're trying to close it in a bit more. Getting line of gear on the road here.
To the front end. Pick underneath the fifth wheel plate and push it that way.
Lift the trailer the last few feet to the road.
Go ahead, lift up. A little bit, a little bit. Uh-oh.
And get its landing gear on solid ground.
Stop there, Chase. 1 second.
We got to prop them up with supports.
Drop her down, Chase. Yep.
The trailer
Beautiful.
can finally be towed away.
Let's throw a strap over that wall if we can. Beauty, boys. That's good enough for me, buddy.
And Dylan's first winter leading the reliable crew is off to a solid start.
I feel good about my team
Push it out.
and the way this wreck went out.
Good.
In the canyon,
They want me to roll it in the ditch, not bring it up and out.
Bring it straight over, yeah.
Merv has a tough maneuver on his hands,
It is definitely a head scratcher.
recovering the first of 2 tankers with some fuel still on board.
Hazmat has asked that everything we do, it all happens in the ditch.
I'm thinking I'm gonna belly wrap it and kind of bring it towards me.
The damaged tanks
That works for us.
Okay.
could not be fully drained.
That one's hooked up.
Yeah, it's onto the sling, the other side.
Now the front unit must be moved
Just watch where you are, right?
without widening the spill zone.
The whole idea is to try to minimize environmental hazard.
From his rotator, Merv will use all of the wrecker's winch lines to gently roll the first tanker back onto its wheels.
All right, we ready?
Merv starts the roll. But as the tank lifts off the ground,
It is leaking diesel out.
the inaccessible fuel starts to flow.
There's no avoiding it. There's no stopping it.
Puking?
Oh, yeah.
Stop! Hold on there. There's a lot in there, man. Holy.
But Merv is under orders to minimize the spill.
Keep all the diesel in the ditch. We don't want diesel on the roadway at all.
Seconds later,
It stopped.
fuel stops flowing.
Bring it.
And Merv gets the go-ahead.
The hazmat gives a clear, so we're just going to continue rolling it.
Keep on pulling.
7.5 tons of metal. The first tanker
Awesome.
is finally up on the road,
Man.
and the extra fuel is confined to the ditch.
Feeling pretty relieved. It's definitely good to get this one done and get out of here.
But the job is far from over.
And I got one more to do still.
Jordan rigs to the second unit,
Okay.
and Merv works the rotator to roll it over, landing it perfectly over the spill zone. Greg and the 30-ton Mac must help bring the last tanker up to the road.
Having Merv on scene and working with a guy like that, I'm learning so much.
With one line from the Mac redirected to the back of the tanker, and a line from the rotator rigged to the front. They'll have to work together to level it out and bring it up to the road. But with the highway still open and the possibility of more fuel on board,
And I'm gonna run a line from him to my truck to here.
Merv and Greg must watch for the first sign of any spills.
We're trying to avoid any diesel on the roadway at all.
But as the tanker reaches the road,
Hey, stop.
Just gushing a lot of diesel.
Dump that, Jordo, quick.
Merv and the crew
2-3 inches thick and then make it back towards the ditch.
race to contain the spill.
We're trying to stop it from rolling across into the traffic lanes. It's going to be a hazard if it does.
Absorbent material is quickly laid down.
Just dump that right from those pylons into the ditch edge. Yeah.
And the hazmat crew
Yeah, if you just drop her in there.
deploys a vacuum.
We're gonna do it properly, and we're gonna do what it takes. Suck up as much diesel as we can.
We'll just leave him sucking for now until we see what it does.
Greg needs to be determined and make this happen no matter what.
Bring him in. Hold.
Slowly,
Gentle.
Merv and Greg
I'll bring it a little bit more here.
lower the tanker onto the road
Perfect.
without spilling a drop of fuel into the live lanes.
Crank those legs for me.
It's a big relief. We got it out.
Feels good to know that we didn't make a mess.
The second tanker is rigged to the rotator, and the aggressive towing team is ready to roll out.
And I'm pretty happy. Pack our stuff and get it all cleaned up.
But for the Irish operator, one final piece of the wreck remains.
There was so much destruction in this wreck. Tractors just disintegrated.
Hold your underlift up. Awesome.
The chassis is on the road, and Brian backs in his deck track.
Craig's learning. He's very good at picking up little tidbits here and there.
Okay, strong enough?
Oh, yeah.
The mangled metal is loaded.
I see, that's about it.
It was interesting in so many different ways. It's been a success.
She's in there, eh?
I see the tractors wrapped right around backwards and hanging down in the ditch. The driver's super lucky that he didn't go down there.
The tractor trailer was traveling north in heavy snow when it started to jackknife, stopping just in time on the edge of a steep slope.
The truck is very close to going over the bank here. Just a pile of dirt stopping it from going down.
The wreck is tying up all traffic, heading north from Hope to Merritt.
There's a lot of pressure. We got traffic backed up.
Cam backs into position
Move your line to landing gear.
and coordinates with another tow operator already on scene,
Chase,
Yeah.
and new reliable crew member, Chase Barber,
take this. Find a good spot on the back of that tractor.
gives Cam an extra pair of hands.
I get this highway open there. Stacking up there.
We got about a 30-foot ditch here on both sides of the highway.
With Cam's wrecker pulling on the tractor and the second wrecker winching on the trailer, they'll try to swing the cab around away from the ditch.
Okay, nice and easy. Hey, Paul.
But the fully loaded trailer
She's heavy, eh?
won't budge.
Come on.
We don't want to break lines. We don't want to do any more damage to the truck.
Hey, give her.
Finally,
There we go, here she comes.
the jackknifed unit begins to move.
It's going. There you go, there we go.
The trailer is on the road,
Okay, that's good there, bud. Hands off.
but to finish the job,
We'll hold her there. I'm gonna switch one more line. We'll spin it around.
Cam must swing the tractor out and over the edge.
I'm gonna take this out a little bit. Ready, 1, 2, 3. Keep pulling on it.
We're going to swing the front of the tractor around, get them straightened out.
As dawn breaks,
Keep pulling, keep pulling.
the tractor begins to pivot. Up the road, a line of traffic.
They're working up there.
And a snowplow wait to get through.
A lot of pressure to get this highway opened up.
The 15,000-pound tractor is now suspended over the ravine.
Nice and easy. Short pulls.
Definitely a risky move,
No, hey.
but it's got to get done.
Yeah, not a good spot. Watch out.
A wreck out over a cliff
Whoa.
has Cam on edge.
This guy's brakes on? Oh, his brakes are on.
With the brakes secure, Cam presses on.
You just got to keep pulling on it, get it back on solid ground.
To straighten the tractor, Cam runs another line from his record.
Good to go?
But before it's over,
Chase, finish this one off.
Awesome.
Cam hands over the controls.
He's a good worker. I want to keep him around.
Nice and easy.
It's Chase's first time at the controls of a heavy wrecker.
There we go. Hey, stop.
The snowplow can finally squeeze through. But the wreck still blocks one lane and can't be towed away
Yeah, perfect.
until Cam and Chase get the tractor to roll. Under the wreck, Chase discovers another problem.
Oh, come on. No, it's not gonna work.
Bolts are all seized on, so we can't cage the brakes and tow it.
It's a race right now.
Oh, come on.
Single lane.
Try to top into the air dryer so I can get some air to this thing.
Gotta get air to the tank. That'll release the brakes, you can get rolling.
But as Cam tries to connect an air line,
I wasn't counting on that.
You guys okay?
Blew the filter out.
It's just one of those things.
Everything is working against us to get this truck rolling.
with no easy way to release the tractor's brakes, Cam and Chase switch to Plan B.
We're just gonna drag it off the road here and stop messing around.
Having better luck releasing the trailer's brakes, the slick conditions work in their favor.
We're gonna drag it down the road, get it out of the way, and work on it there.
The reliable crew gets it to a pullout. And the highway
Traffic's rolling now.
is open.
There's a big truck inside it.
The carnage
Looked like the trailer was split almost in half.
is staggering.
It's like devastation. Boxes 40 feet one way, 60 feet the other way.
And the frozen cargo
French fries.
is scattered all over.
There's fries everywhere.
This is gonna take forever, man.
The reefer truck was traveling south when it crossed over into oncoming lanes and rolled violently, ripping apart the tractor from the trailer.
I'm surprised the trailer didn't kill anybody.
Incredibly, the trucker survived. Arriving on scene to oversee the recovery
These guys are just going over there, and then you can get through.
is Dylan Greenwood.
Priority number one is to get this thing cleaned up.
Pull.
Using the 50-ton heavy, they begin to straighten it out, keeping Cam at the controls.
One thing I like is fast results.
To keep momentum, Dylan re-rigs
Boom up.
without repositioning the wrecker.
Dylan's decided that it's better for us. And when he's talking, I want to be listening.
Winch in.
But for the shortcut to work,
You're looking good.
the damaged roof
It's slid down the highway pretty far on its roof already.
must hold together.
Just watch that roof. If it might give way, it might not. Finish the roof up.
Dylan's gamble is a minor setback.
We did cause more damage, but either way, the roof cap's getting replaced. Our plan B is going to throw to the axles and we'll upright it.
Targeting the underside of the tractor,
That one goes front.
Oh, yeah.
Dylan gives Cam a few pointers.
It's a good feeling when Dylan's out there with you. He's got a lot of experience.
Just so it doesn't come off.
Okay, I got you.
With the rigging secure,
Cool.
Cam is back on the controls.
Go with this line here.
And this time,
Yeah. Here.
I love that.
Dylan's plan pays off.
Comes over nicely. Easy for Cam to tow it off the highway.
Cam quickly preps the tractor
Okay.
There's one lane open.
to haul it back to Merritt.
I'm leaving.
But it's always a good feeling when you get everybody moving again.
6 hours later,
It's gonna take hours to clear that mess up.
Dylan is back at the scene of last night's crash.
There's not much you can do with French fries that are thawing on the side of the highway.
The digger gets to work. And minutes later,
Gonna lick a wreck in the morning.
Cam arrives back on scene. Instead of trying to save the trailer,
Just smash it.
they're going to tear it wide open.
The walls are already compromised. It's falling apart.
Forced to land the trailer inside the fog line, a high line will be rigged to the rear axle to try and roll the entire wreck in one piece.
That's not the most ideal situation.
But the mountain of cargo
I don't know if we have enough.
weighing down the wall
You Dylan?
has a firm grip on the trailer.
It's pulling me into the ditch.
The trailer just doesn't want to flip.
Dylan jumps into an excavator to divide and conquer.
We're gonna have to help the floor detach and what's left of the walls.
The trailer wall breaks free,
Bit more?
and the fry wreck
That's what we wanted.
hits the mark.
Finally.
We landed right where we wanted it to.
Watch full episodes on the Weather Channel and the Weather Channel TV app.